Hey Booktube! Welcome back to my channel and to the first video of 2023. I kind of can't believe I'm saying that. Like, I kind of can't believe it's the new year. So I have a whole new year of reading ahead of me, and that means I get to set my 2023 reading goals, which for me this year, considering I've had like a rough couple of past years, my reading goals, if you could even call them goals really, are like completely centered around me and just like what I want to read and what I want to do, and I'm being nice to myself. So I just kind of wanted to share like my plans for the upcoming year, I guess, in terms of reading, and kind of let you know like a little bit the direction that I'm maybe like taking things in. Especially if you're considering sticking around to like watch throughout 2023. Although I will say some of this is probably very niche. I'm pretty sure that like some of my reading goals, if you could even really call them goals, are like they're like completely centered to me, and some of them I'm pretty sure are like very unique to me and probably don't appear on anybody else's lists. So without any further ado, let me tell you about my reading plans for this year. So my first reading goal for the year is vampires. Yeah, basically I just want to read a lot more vampire literature. I love vampires, I just want to read more vampires, like, not like for every book, but I figure maybe I want to read like, maybe like one vampire book a month, so, and I think I said like in one of my October vlogs and possibly a video since then that I might actually, instead of doing like a generic like horror style like reading vlog throughout like October, because I tend to read horror in October, depending on how I feel I might end up devoting like the entire month of October to just like a big vampire reading extravaganza, and I might just read nothing but vampire books in October. I've already started like bookmarking vampire books that I want to read or that I'm interested in, and of course feel free to let me know like in the comments section if there are any like vampire books that you would recommend. But yeah, I should be reading books with a bit more bite throughout this year. Okay, so my next sort of reading goal, or probably like more of like a habit really, is that I want to have like more of a focus on like my ongoing series. So I want my reading to like focus mainly on like either continuing or completing series that I have already started, which is why I did a video taking a look at like some of my ongoing series that I like currently have going. And so I just want to make sure that I'm like making progress. I don't know, going back to some of the series that I've really enjoyed that for whatever reason I just haven't continued with. I want to try and focus more on actually making progress with them this year. And this one is kind of actually a goal, but definitely the most niche on here. If a single other person has this goal on the entirety of Booktube, I'll be really surprised. And that is to read all of the Dragon Age books from the Dragon Age like novel spin-off series. I recently reread The Stolen Throne, which is the first book in this series and one of my favourite books of all time. I'll link the vlog up here, but basically after reading that I really want to continue with the rest of the series, which also includes like the comics and like the world lore books as well. And this is ahead of Dragon Age 4 coming out, so it's set to release this year. There's no like official release date, but Dragon Age 4, aka Dragon Age Dreadwolf, aka Dad, is due to release in 2023, and I would like to be completely up to date on all of the other like media within this franchise, which is kind of a hard goal because like I don't know when it's going to come out. So if it comes out in like the middle of the year, that gives me way less time, but for the sake of this I'm saying that I want to have like everything read by the end of this year. So I think there's 5 books in the series, which means that I would have to read one book every other month, so like one book every 2 months-ish. Plus then the comics, but like they're comics, I can probably like bang those out in a day. Yeah, I realise that's like a niche one, but I don't know, I really just want to focus on the things that I really like. And it turns out I really like vampires and I really like Dragon Age, so like, that's my focus. Okay, another goal that's like more channel related but still reading, and that is I would like to do more vlogs. So like specifically like more challenges, more themed reading, more reading vlogs in general. And the last goal I have for like myself and my channel is to basically set fewer TBRs. So I don't actually know if I'm actually going to be posting like any TBR videos. So basically aside from like any set vlogs or challenges that I'm doing, I just want to do like more mood reading and less stress. Because I used to work to like a monthly schedule, and I think most booktubers work to like a monthly schedule where you have like a January TBR and then you do like a January wrap-up, whereas I'm thinking I might just do wrap-ups as and when like I've finished like a challenge or a specific themed reading vlog or something, or once I've read a number of books that I think this would make a substantial update. So while there are like a lot of books that I want to get to and a lot of books that I know that I want to read, I'm not going to be saying like I have to read this in like this month or whatever. So outside of like those themed reading vlogs, I'm just going to mood read, and I feel like that's going to be easy for me. The reason I tend to like TBRs is because I get like a little snapshot of my impressions of a book going into it, and then you can compare like maybe how excited I was for a book compared to like how disappointing it was. But if I'm doing like more themed vlogs, challenges and reading vlogs, then that might sort of like substitute that, so I think it'll balance out. It might also mean that my posting schedule is a bit weird, because if I'm not like on a monthly timer, who knows when I'm posting, but like, does anyone ever know when I'm posting? I don't even know when I'm posting. I guarantee this video is late. I'm meant to be posting this on the 1st of January. It's 5:10 on the 1st of January. This is why it's good for me not to plan things. So yeah, basically my last goal is that aside from the other goals, I just want to be like chill and relaxed and no stress this year. And hopefully I will have like better quality videos, even if there are maybe like fewer of them or they appear less frequently. So I feel like that's a decent trade-off. So I think that's it. Those are like all my 5 little sort of mini goals, little mini plans for this year. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any plans or goals for your reading this year, or any like reading related New Year's resolutions. Otherwise, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!